Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. It is Sunday, December the 2nd, 2018, and I am feeding Mr. Levi's herd of bottle calves this morning. Well, I'm just giving them a little calf starter. We got them out here in their little lot. They're doing well. As you can see, they seem to be very content and happy, and this, that, and the other. That's what we're going to talk about this morning, is a little bit about farming, the multiple generations of farming. And I apologize for the wind. It may be a little rough, but I do not own these calves. My 11-year-old son Levi owns these calves. I did not buy them. He bought them. Now, let me explain to you what's going on here. If you've not caught any of the previous videos or anything about them, what Levi done, he participated in a 4-H dairy steer program where they get a bottle calf, they raise it, they show it, and then they sell it. It's a terminal program. Skippy was the calf's name, and then they keep the money out of it. And so what he done when he sold that calf, now of course them calves always sell better than your average Holstein steer on the market because folks want to help the farmers out. So he took the money out of that, and him and his mother were in together on a patch, about an acre of winter squash, butternut, acorn, and Hubbard squash this year. And he took some money out of that he made, and the money he made from the bottle calf, and bought these 5 bottle calves here. Now we've just weaned them off the bottle. I think they'll get one more bottle and they're done. So he took that and he bought these 5. I loaned him the money to do it up front. He has since paid me back, and his goal is to raise these and sell them in the spring as beef steers, and take that money and the leftover money from his squash and buy him a registered Hereford heifer. He wants to get him a registered Hereford heifer, and then hopefully grow him some more squash, or maybe even give him some more bottle calves, and buy him maybe a cow-calf pair or something. Hereford. He likes polled Herefords, which is probably my favorite breed too. So, where am I going with all this? Well, where I'm going with this is, of course, I helped him. He has had a big assist from me, the fencing, and Grandpa helped him some with the fencing materials and stuff like that to get him started. But the reason he gets helped is that he has been willing to put the work in. He is my son, so he is going to get exposed to farming and agriculture. I prefer field crops over livestock. It's just, not that I'm dead set or opposed to livestock. I enjoy livestock. That's why I come up here to give them a little grain. I enjoy seeing them and checking in on them and everything. But he enjoys it more than he does field crops. Probably the reason for that is he's probably got burnt out with field crops with us working in them. But I'm willing to assist him. Now this is kind of where the talk gets started here. A lot of times you'll have young people who have an interest in agriculture, and he loves these calves. Anything bovine, the boy's crazy about. And you have older guys that have the experience and the know-how, and in a lot of cases, they don't partner up. It is beneficial to both. If you are a young person interested in getting into farming, working with someone that's got some experience is huge. You can go. That's the best way I know of to get started. If you're someone with experience, you can always use some young blood for help. You know, if they're willing to help to learn something, that's perfect. But so what he done here, and this is kind of the beginnings of his agriculture enterprises, if you will. He took a combination of the squash that him and his mama was partners on, and that 4-H beef steer, and the two kind of a little diversified operation. He's stepped up to a larger herd. Now he may do the squash again next year, he may not, I don't know. Probably will, because it's a pretty low input crop, and you know, he can make a little money at it if he's lucky. But the two working together, you know, he's went from one calf to a 5-calf herd. He went from, you know, one patch of squash. He may go a little more squash and a little money. So he's taking his money that he's making and reinvesting to expand his operation, which a lot of farmers do. And yes, he incurred a little debt. When we bought these 5 steers, or 5 bull calves, I loaned him the money. And but he paid me back as soon as he got his squash sold. So, you know, it was a very short-term deal. It was one of those things. And he almost had enough money out of the one steer to make the initial purchase on the calves. And he's saw me up here, so he's coming on the gator to feed them. But ground's still mud, so that's what it is. But it's always, they know the sound of that gator, so. And of course he's coming through the yard sideways. He is a boy after all. But you know, the point of that conversation is, you know, if you want the next generation to farm, work with them. If the next generation wants to farm, you know, find someone that's already doing it and jump in there and help them. And that way it can help both of you. Go ahead and feed them. I didn't feed them. Yeah, he is, they know who feeds them. See, they didn't bawl when I came up here, but now they're ready to go. But anyhow, that's kind of today's talk. You can see they hear the feed bin opening up, and they're pretty good calves. So anyhow, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe. Hit the little notification bell so you'll know when we post a video. Comment, let us know what you think about the videos. Ask questions, whatever. And we will talk to you guys later. There goes the herd.